All right, guys, welcome to Toyquest101 here at Free Comic Book Day at the Hamilton Mall, thanks to Level Up Entertainment. If you guys make your way towards our panel, we will be giving away a couple of our stuff from our table, and we're gonna have some guest speakers here tonight. Starting off, we're gonna have Sean from Level Up Entertainment. Sean, how you doing today?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, good. So,
there we go.
There it is, good. So talk to us about today and tell us all the amount of work that you guys did to get this together. I know it's been a lot of work and
sure,
a lot of hours.
So Free Comic Book Day is a nationally celebrated event at local comic shops where you can come and get free comics. We tried to make a big party out of it. We started doing it in the mall about 6 years ago, and we had a line out the door all day we weren't expecting. So the next year, like, well, let's anticipate it, do something cool with that, like make it a big deal. And then every year after that, we tried to go bigger and bigger and bigger. That's why we do panels and the live music, and we have all the vendors, and then it goes all day long. We have a charity auction later today that we're doing. All proceeds are going to the Heroes Initiative, which is a fund for comic book creators after they retire, because people don't get paid a lot to make comics.
Right, right.
So it takes care of them in their retirement.
Illustrator?
And yeah, we've got sales going on in the store. We have tons of free comics, as the name implies, and lots of other stuff going on.
That's awesome. As a matter of fact, Ileana has a question about Free Comic Book Day. Ileana, why don't you ask that question right into the mic?
What is Free Comic Book?
You can take it off.
Let's try it. There you go.
What is Free Comic Book Day about?
Free Comic Book Day is about getting people into comics. People who wouldn't necessarily know about comics or buy comics. It's just a way to say, hey, come out to a comic book shop, and here's a free comic. If you like it, maybe you'll come back and you'll start reading that series and get introduced to stuff.
Awesome. Now, we do have a lot of great guests here. Talk to us about some of the guests that we have here for our audience to stop at their tables today.
Sure, we have a lot of local artists. We have Mike Caprati, who has worked with Rob Liefeld before.
Wow.
If you've been looking at any of the social media stuff for the new Deadpool movie, he did the free promo poster that they're going to be handing out in theaters. So that's his art. We've got Dave Bullock, who's an amazingly talented artist. We have Kit Casimir, who's an up-and-coming local artist outside of Philly. We've got, oh man, I'm blanking on everyone who's here right now. I should be able to rattle off. Joe Del Vito, who's he used to work on Mask and Insectors, and
he did
a ton of awesome 80s stuff.
X-Men cartoons, X-Men Evolution, I believe, too.
Yeah. So he's into all sorts of cool stuff. He's worth checking out. We've got Zach Dolan of Unlikely Hero Studios, who are right out of AC. They've got their new work they're coming out with, or it's already out, I'm not sure. We've got Super. They're definitely worth checking out.
Awesome, awesome. So tell us a little bit about Level Up Entertainment, the comic book store.
Sure. We've been around for 11 years now. We started in Northfield. Greg is my partner. We've been doing this pretty much the whole time because we love comics, we love video games, and we wanted to have a cool local spot and people could come and talk about that stuff.
Awesome.
Who's your favorite superhero and why?
What was that?
Who's your favorite superhero and why?
Oh, that's a good one. I'd have to go with Spider-Man. Mostly because I was a huge nerd as a kid, so I could relate to Peter Parker getting picked on and being a book nerd. But then, as I grew up, I started to get people telling me that I look like Tobey Maguire, who played Spider-Man. So it wound up working out really nicely.
Nice, nice. And the last question for today.
What's your favorite part of owning a comic book store?
Well, that's a good question.
That is a great question. My favorite part of owning a comic book store is talking to people. I love to be able to share the stuff that I love and listen to people talk about the things that they love. You learn so many cool things about what people like and what they're doing. Like over the past 11 years, we've seen people go from high school to college to get married and move away and come back with kids, and it's really cool to be a part of the community in that way.
Awesome, awesome. So before you go, I do have a question, being that you're a geek like us, you love comic books. What are your thoughts on Marvel Studios and the Avengers Infinity War movie that came out? How did you like it?
That was incredible.
Yeah.
It exceeded my expectations. I really didn't expect them to pull it off, but they did.
Did you ever think that they would bring all those characters in one movie to life?
No.
Never in your life?
Ever since Iron Man 1, Greg and I have always said, can you believe we have a movie about X? You know, like, can you believe Iron Man's on the screen? Can you believe there's a Vision character? Can you believe that Thanos is in this movie? No, it's amazing. It's so cool.
Awesome. Well, thank you again for all your work that you've done to create Free Comic Book Day here at the Hamilton Mall. Make sure you guys stop at Level Up Entertainment and stop at the Toyquest101 table that we have out there. Thanks again, man.
Thanks for having us.
Yep,
Great.
thank you. All right. So our next guests that are coming up to the table are the creators of the Six Swords comic book, that they are also here at today's event. We're gonna have Chris and Mel come up. All right. And guys, we're gonna be doing some giveaways, so make sure you look out for that. Now, the way our show works, guys, we're a YouTube show. Ileana has autism, and we support autism and kids with disabilities. And we want kids to go ahead and pursue their dreams and not let their disability become a roadblock to accomplishing their dreams. So Ileana wanted to be a YouTuber, so we created our YouTube show. We've been very successful at it. We have over 1 million views, a lot of followers. We have Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And we have a lot of celebrity guests come on to our show. Just last week we had Jim Velasco from Marvel Studios, somebody who actually worked on the Avengers Infinity War movie that we just talked about on the show. And tomorrow we're actually going to go to Backlash pay-per-view for the WWE, and we're going to do an interview with Titus O'Neil, aka Titus Worldwide. So let's start the second half of our show. Chris, Mel, thank you for coming on to the show and speaking about your comic book today.
Thank you for having us.
Yep, you can take that down if you want, because it's kind of low. Just take it off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. All right, so talk to us a little bit about your comic book and what's it about, so our fans here can go ahead and get a little bit of sense of what the comic book is.
So it's a post-apocalyptic spaghetti western. Think Mad Max meets Samurai Samu with a little bit of a Quentin Tarantino, Cowboy Bebop mix. There's 6 not-so-great guys that are kind of brought together by circumstance to work their way out of a post-World War IV New Orleans. Unlike most team books where the team is going location to location trying to fix the day, save something, do something good, our characters are a little more morally ambiguous and drawing that gray line of morals. So rather than helping people and then fixing problems, they go town to town kind of causing chaos, destroying things, stealing things, breaking things. So it's more about, again, morally gray characters than the normal good versus evil type of thing.
Nice, nice. Now, how did you two get together and involved in working on this comic book?
So we've known each other since high school. We also went to college, but I'll give the mic to Mel. I don't know, this sounds a lot better. I'll give the mic to Mel because he's actually the creator of the idea. We just elaborated it, wrote it, and did all that fun stuff together. That mic really doesn't work.
Come to the side, yep.
Yeah.
You can't pull on it, you gotta come this way.
Got it. Squeeze in. Scooch in.
We have to squeeze in here together.
White band on the side. White Pacific.
Does anyone have a white Pacific band? Let me see.
Security just asked if anybody has a white Pacific van. Please report to the security office. Thank you.
Here you go. Squeeze in.
What was the question again?
How did you guys start
Yeah.
working together on this
We
comic book?
started working together. Basically, we had an idea in 2012. My friend lived on the West Coast at the time, and we were all just joking like, hey, we should go save there. It's 2012 apocalypse. And I collect swords and knives and everything. And I was like, well, you know what? I can get each of us swords, and we can travel across this post-apocalyptic America. And then in my head, I was like, wait, why don't I just turn this into a comic book idea? And then it was like really late at night. I was kind of delirious, so I wrote it as a joke. And then the next day, Chris and another partner of ours, Matt, they just said, this will actually work as a good comic book idea. And so basically, it was just a lot of in-jokes that I made about our group of friends, 6 friends, that they just turned into this.
Awesome. Here you go, sir.
What's inspired you to complete some of your characters on the comic?
So what inspired you to create some of your characters from the comic?
So all 6 of the characters are based on a specific group of friends we had, and they're each kind of based loosely or inspired by each person in that group. They're either like bad qualities toned up and dialed up to 100, or just loosely based on, like Mel was saying, an in-joke. So the characters are all based on our different friends, and then characterized into different, like I said, kind of personality quirks that are turned up. So we were telling someone at our booth over there, kind of joking about it, that one of the characters based off our friend Glenn, who he's a lawyer, but he also swears that he has Native American in him, and he's probably got like 0.00005% Native American in him. So Mel kind of made like a Native American Old Englishman character as like a law marshal. I'm into the martial arts, so he created a martial arts character for me, which he turned into a Chinese Russian guy, gave him a Korean name. So we had to change it up a little bit, and I had to give him an actual proper Chinese name if he's going to be Chinese. He's a Mandarin name, not a Korean name. Mel likes to cook, so his character is based off of an unintelligible savage, but everything he does is cooking. So he's got a bunch of cookware, and he's either fighting people or killing people with a machete or the cookware. Yeah, so everyone's kind of toned up. Matt, the other person who started the book with us, is no longer with us. He does reporting. He was doing freelance at the time. He now works for Forbes as a journalist. So his character is a crazed journalist, and Matt's biggest fear, he's an arachnophobe. So his character is actually named Spider, and again, playing up on different ideas from friends.
Awesome, awesome. That is awesome. So on our show, we open up blind boxes and blind bags. So today, we brought some Marvel Mystery Pop keychains here to open up today. So guys, you have 2 each on there, so grab one.
Doesn't matter which one?
Nope, doesn't matter which one. And we're gonna open them up and see who we get as the characters. Now, if you guys look in the back, right here, there's a couple different options that you can get. We have Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Doctor Strange, Miss Marvel, looks like Spider-Gwen, Daredevil, She-Hulk. So my first question to you guys is, before you open them up, Mel, stop cheating. Who do you want to get in these mystery bags, Mel?
I want to get Power Man.
All right, what about you?
Thor, Iron Fist, or Doctor Strange?
All
or
right.
Spider-Man?
Oh,
I actually want
get all of them then. What about you, Yana? Who do you want to get?
Iron Man, Hulk, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange.
All right, and I want to get the Hulk or Spider-Man. So go ahead, Mel. Who did you get?
I got Captain.
All right, we got Captain America. So let's bring it over here so I can show it up right here in the camera. There you go. So there's the camera right there in the front. Perfect. And there is the Captain America keychain from Funko Pop. Now, Chris, who did you get?
I got Daredevil.
All right, we got a Daredevil keychain right here.
There you go.
Right there in the middle. There it is. Good. There you go. So we got Daredevil and Captain America. And Yana, who'd you get? Oh, we got a Spider-Gwen. Check her out, Spider-Gwen.
Oh, there's a Spider-Gwen here?
Yep, we got a Spider-Gwen. All right, so let's go on our second round of questions. So, Iliana, you can start with the first one.
With all the hard work that went into creating your own comic, why was it important to not give up and keep on going?
So with all the hard work that went into creating your comic book, why was it important not to give up and keep on going when you had bumps on the road? I know that's a good question.
Yeah, that is a good question. So there's been quite a few bumps, as Mel stated. This was started in 2012 as an idea. We are now in 2018 with only 1 issue printed. We have 3 done. Our 4th issue is now being worked on right now by Black Claws. He is a phenomenal artist. He actually has a book out now with Image called Boy Trip. It's critically acclaimed across the board. Klaus is a phenomenally talented artist. But we had 3 issues done with a different artist. Things didn't work out. We're going over to Vlad, who did a variant for our Kickstarter. But again, it started in 2012, it's now 2018. We only have 1 issue done. We're currently having a little issue with the studio we're working with, so we might be switching over. So as far as like bumps go, we started with someone we thought was going to be our publisher. Things are not real great. They might turn out well, so I don't want to say anything wrong. But we could end up taking the book somewhere else and keep taking the book. Like, we'll self-fund this, even if we don't have a publisher. We'll put all the money into it. There's a lot of money that's been put into this, like a college tuition or a couple semesters of college, where it's an investment. So it's getting there. So we got to start making some of that investment back, but there's a lot of bumps. We've put a lot of work into the comic. A lot of bumps as far as the creative team has gone. We started with 3 of us creating it together. There's now just me and Mel. We had a different artist. We're now going to a new artist. Issues with the people actually coming out with the book. There's just a lot of different things all across the board that happen. That's life. You kind of got to get through it. But whether someone's helping us push the book or we're doing it ourselves, we'll unfortunately invest a lot of money in it to make it possible. And hopefully after a large period of time, it'll eventually pay off. I don't know if you have anything to say.
I mean, basically with anything in life, and especially in the comics field, if you do this, you have to go out on your shield. You can't just say, I'll do this as a side hobby. It's like our job is to help support this dream. So, it's basically important not to give up because this is our dream. This is a dream. This is something we really love, and we want to keep it going. And that's why, it's basically just that's what keeps us up. Is that this is going to pay off. It's paying off for us in different ways as well. That's why we continue this.
Well, I'll tell you this much, for all the work that you guys have gone through, I took a look at the first comic book that you guys had, and it is an amazing comic book. I like the details on it. The artist that you have now is amazing. I got to meet him the other day. You guys are doing great. So let's start with a giveaway real quick. Why don't you come up, bud? Yep, you right there. Yep, come right up to the front. Watch your step over there. Yep. There you go. Right here, right here. And what's your name? Brandon, here you go, Brandon. We're gonna give you 2 pop pins. One's Wonder Woman and the other one's the Riddler, and we're giving you a fidget spinner, man. Thanks for stopping by. All right, bud. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. All right, so let's start with our second opening of the day. So, Indiana, why don't you start first? And then we'll go Chris and Mel. So, Indiana, who did you get? Oh, we got She-Hulk. There we go. So check out She-Hulk, Hulk's cousin.
That's the one I wanted. It's like that one that
Pretty neat. What do you guys think? Nice, right?
It's pretty swag.
All right, Chris, who'd you get?
I got Thor.
Oh, we got Thor.
Which one of the
All
many that I
right,
wanted.
yeah, we got Thor fans. Yeah, we got Raccoon there. All right.
It's one that I wanted.
All right, Mel, who'd you get?
You gotta open it up.
Open it up.
There you
Oh,
go.
another Spider-Gwen. All right, another Spider-Gwen. Awesome. All right, let's do one more giveaway. All right. I hope you're a raccoon, but come on up. Just like that, just like that. You don't even have to take it off. Just come on. And just watch your step up there in the front. Yep, go right around, watch your step. You don't want to take a tumble on camera. There you go. What's your name? Oh, it's a sloth. Sorry, guys, it's a sloth. What's your name, bud? Josh. All right, Josh. Josh, thanks for stopping by. We're gonna get you. Let's see. What kind of phone do you have? Ooh, why not that? All right, let's get you some fidget spinners, and I'll tell you what. I'll give you that Daredevil. Let me get the Daredevil pop. There you go. Nice. There you go. Thanks for stopping by, man. The sloth, right? All right, cool, man. Take it easy and watch your step. All right, let's get to the last questions here. So I have a fun question for you guys. If you had your choice of artists to do a variant cover for your comic, who would it be and why? Doesn't matter. DC, Marvel, doesn't matter who it is. Who would it be and why?
I know that answer. We actually almost got that person for the Kickstarter variant for the variant for the first Kickstarter. It's Declan Chow.
Okay.
Now, I talked to him. We were all set up. Problem was it was just too much time at that moment, or he didn't have enough time at that moment. But I'll keep at it. We will have a Declan Chow cover at some point in time. I know that. I know personally. It's going to happen. He just has to have time.
Positive vibes. Positive vibes.
I really like our color artist, Elena. She's also an artist as well too, so I'd love for her to do a variant when she has some time from a very, very busy schedule.
Awesome, awesome. All right, again, your last question of the day. Go ahead.
If you had your choice of superhero, Marvel or DC, who would it be and why?
All right, so the question is, if you had your choice of superhero to guest star in your comic book, The Six Swords, who would it be and why? Maybe a tag team matchup, maybe a fight against them. You guys got 2 choices. Go ahead.
Piggybacking off of Declan, definitely Moon Knight. I think Moon Knight 100% fills in the little bit of psychopathic nature of some of our characters, and I think he fit in right with at least Mr. Knight and some of the other incarnations of Moon Knight. But Moon Knight would be perfect.
What about you, Mel?
I would like to see the Sandman from DC. By Neil Gaiman. He's very. You're gonna have some psychedelic moments. They deal with a lot of themes that we deal with too, and he's not exactly a hero. He's just a figure that exists. So that would be really neat to see on how we get the rights. Neil Gaiman, let us have this.
Yeah. With DC.
What about Wolverine? No Wolverine?
I don't know. I don't know if like Luke powers work in the story. Like it would be cool, but I don't know if like it would fit the same. Like think about it. These guys have like swords and stuff like that. He has unbreakable claws. Like there's nothing. There's nothing to do at that point in time.
That's right. At that time, you might want him on your team.
That's true.
You never know.
Okay, that's true. That's very true.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for stopping by at our panel. Now we have 2 comic books to give away today, signed by the creators of the 6 Swords.
With penguins on them. I drew a penguin.
With a penguin on it. All right. So, Chris, why don't you go ahead and pick somebody from the crowd to come and pick up these comic books. So we're gonna go with her. Okay. All right. Come right up.
You can get the two just
Right there.
And just watch your step and come right over here.
Here you go.
And what's your name? Ariana? Okay. Thank you. All right, and let's pick one more person. Let's pick one more person. How about Superman over there? Come on, Superman, come on up. There you go.
Yeah, Superman.
Oh, I like the helmet. I like the helmet. Nice. $20. Yeah. All right. And what's your name, bud?
My name's Geraldo.
Geraldo? Geraldo. All right.
Geraldo with a J.
Gotcha. And you got that Star-Lord helmet, very nice. I like it. Thank you, man. Thanks for stopping by. All right, guys, so thank you for stopping by Toyquest101's panel. Special thanks to Level Up Entertainment and for today's show here at Free Comic Book Day. And special thanks to Chris and Mel from the 6 Swords comic. You guys could catch them at their table. They're next to the Level Up Entertainment store. And the Toyquest101 table is right up here towards your right. So thanks again, guys. Thanks for coming by. And thanks for the support. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm telling you, man, furries are everywhere.
Dude, we cannot avoid a furry. We have
Every
to
place
always
that we've been at, there's been a furry. The guy